Well, hello there, people! I'm Funk, and I sound very overly enthusiastic about this for some reason. This is a pretty good nuclear throne run that I thought, hey, I might as well throw this up on the channel and find something to talk about. Well, the truth is, the run isn't, like, that far great on its own, but there will be a lot of moments where it's kind of like, how did you survive that? You definitely should have died. And to be honest, I couldn't even answer how I did. It's just, I had a decent run. I'm happy with it. That's not what I came here to talk about, though. There's a couple things that I've had on my mind that I thought maybe people would be interested to talk to about. So YouTube, I've been on it for, actually, I think I got on YouTube on like the 23rd in 2008. I'll have to check the actual date on it, I'm not sure. So, I don't know. I got on in 2008, so it'll be my 8-year anniversary this year, sometime in December. I'll have to figure out what. But did you know that I didn't always do TF2 videos, which is what you probably know that I do? Otherwise, how did you find me? And do you know who I am? If you don't, okay, I'm getting off topic here. I'm gonna go in a timeline straight down basically what I've been doing all these years. So for starters, I started in 2008. I'm 18 years old now. 2008 was about 8 years ago, which means I started when I was like 10, which is very, very young to be using computers. And a this is, by the way, this is one of the moments where it's like, how did I not die? I went full Matrix zone and literally just started dodging everything that got shot. It's great. Sorry that I stopped the story. I just really wanted to comment on this before it keeps going. Anyways, well, I guess that spoiled it. You already knew I wasn't gonna die. Anyways, let's rewind back to 2008. Put yourself in the shoes of a 10-year-old Funk. I want to make videos, but I just made my channel. YouTube's pretty new. It's not mainstream yet. What am I going to upload? Take a guess at what the first thing I uploaded was, because I'm curious. So I hope you have your guess in mind. Now that you've said it in your head or in the comments or wherever you want to say it, it was a Sonic video. Not a game. It was, I can't remember specifically, but it was some sort of Sonic animation with, what was it? Move Along, that was the song. Yeah, I remember my first upload pretty vividly. It was some animation of Sonic running around. I think it was from a cartoon or an advertisement. Anyways, I mashed that up with Move Along by, I can't even remember who, the Plain White T's or something? Maroon 5? I don't know boy bands. That's not even a boy band. But point is, that's the first thing I ever uploaded to YouTube. It was on an account called Flamerman101 or Flamer Dude. Something, Flamer Thing 101. We'll go with that. That was in 2008, and at that time I didn't know what Flamer meant. So when someone told me that Flamer meant gay, I immediately went and changed my name. But point is, that's the story of my first ever upload. After that, I can't remember too much what I uploaded. I know I started branching out into other stuff, but it wasn't until like 2009 or 2010 I started getting into my first stage, I guess I'd call it, in YouTube, which was, it was RuneScape videos. And I still have some, not from that far back. The farthest back ones I have are a couple from 2008 and some from 2010. But basically, I wanted to be a RuneScape music video maker, and I made a lot of friends during that. That was the main thing I ever did with my YouTube channel. That never passed, like 500 subscribers, but I did get to like, no, it did. I got to 800, and I stayed at 800 for like 5 years, and I was so proud of it because most people doing what I did never really got past like 300 or 400. So to have 800, I felt really cool. Realistically, no one knew who I was. I think most of those accounts were just like spam or extra ones. I don't know what caused it. I don't even know if that was that big of a number. But point is, from about 2009 to 2011, 2010-ish, yeah, late 2012, I think I'd say, is when I finally completely stopped doing RuneScape stuff. So pretty much everyone I knew in my RuneScape days is gone now. The only person I know from there is Michael McChill, who is a good friend of mine. He's probably the oldest friend online I have, and we've known each other for nearly like 7 or 8 years, which is insane because it doesn't feel that long to me at all, especially because we didn't talk the whole time. It was very on and off until the last few years when we started talking more. The point is, I made RuneScape videos, and there was a very tight-knit community in the RuneScape YouTube videos. You had Gizzy Gaza, Sky the Kid, KK Comics, a lot of Grizzly. No, not Grizzly. Gizzy Gaza. I was mixing him up with Grizzly Berry because of the G and Z. Gizzy Gaza. I'm sure there's more. Ant Venom. You probably know these names because most of these guys went on to do like Minecraft stuff, and that's true. Skitscape is another one. Fods. I could keep naming them for hours. Basically, everyone that did RuneScape stuff moved on to Minecraft. So you're probably thinking like, Funk, why did you go to TF2 instead? Well, I did actually go to Minecraft. So about 2012, late 2011 is when I found Minecraft and I bought it and I started playing it. It wasn't until about 2012 I changed my channel into a Minecraft-oriented channel. Keep in mind, 2012, 3 or 4 years ago, I was probably 14 or 15. My voice was still I was a late bloomer, so my voice did not drop until like 3 years ago. So I still didn't use a microphone at this time. It was everything up until this point was just like straight up videos of just like gameplay, and maybe I'd put text on the screen or whatever. But when I made Minecraft videos, I didn't know what I wanted to do, so I would just like I would make fake propaganda videos like, oh, is this a new update? Is this like a hidden feature? And no one believed me, but I thought I was the funniest dude ever. Then I started doing, what was it? I can't even remember. I made Minecraft videos for a while. I tried making build tutorials, stuff like that. It never really caught on. And it was about 2013, early 2014, late 2013. I fell in love with a game called Team Fortress 2. I don't remember what sparked it. Okay, I remember. I feel like I'm like rushing to talk here, but I actually have a lot of time in this run and not that much to talk about, so I'll slow it down a bit. About late 2013 is when I joined a RuneScape private server, which is, imagine like what can I compare it to? You ever jailbroken your iPhone? Think of it like that. Like Cydia is like a RuneScape private server. That's essentially what it is. It's not endorsed by Jagex, the people that created RuneScape. Basically, I was playing for that, and there was a, what was it? There was like there were very tight-knit communities of clans that you could talk to, and they had their little like chat rooms. And I was in one, and the guys in the chat room would always talk about Team Fortress 2, and I had no idea why. But they would talk about like trading for new hats, and I would just make fun of them. I'd be like, you realize you're spending your time like trading for fake hats. It's not even worth that much. And they're like, but it's fun. And I'm like, you're a bunch of like idiots who would waste their time doing that. A couple months later, my cousin Thomas, who's the same age as me, 18, started talking to me about Team Fortress 2 because he played it. And eventually I was like, okay, I'll give it a shot. Started playing it. I don't know what made it click, but I just kept playing the game. I opened it again, played it. I opened it again, played it. Next day, played it. A couple weeks, I started playing it more and more. I think at this point, I knew Minecraft was never going to take off, so I just kind of gave up on YouTube for a while, just so I could play games and do school stuff. So I started getting into TF2. I did not do that much YouTube starting out. I really didn't know YouTube with my early days of TF2. I basically just did Death Run servers, Saxton Hale, Death Run, pretty much all of those game modes that you kind of laugh at when you see in the server browser. I was the guy that played those games. There were little tight-knit communities I was part of. When Source Filmmaker came out, well, actually, I think it was already out when I joined, because I joined during the Pyromania update. No, it was Pyromania. Yeah. It was a free-to-play update. I'm a free-to-play newbie, basically. I joined during that, and in 2013, I got into Source Filmmaker, which is where I got most of my experience with Source Filmmaker, because I still use that to today. But I started making Source Filmmaker videos because I thought I wanted to be an animator. That's the videos I would primarily make on my channel. None of them were that good. I still have most of them on my channel, and I can assure you they're not great. They're not terrible. They're better than like most people that just got into it, but still, I did not show like a passion for putting all my effort into it. Basically, a lot of sloppy work came out of it. And then it was about late 2014, I found this custom weapon server. I can't remember where I found it. I think I found it on FacePunch, because I started going to FacePunch around 2013. In 2014, I think someone posted about their custom weapon server that they wanted people to test on. So I was like, okay, I'll join that. And I had fun the first couple minutes, so I decided to get whatever recording software I used, hit record, and just start talking. Because at this point, this is the first, by the way, this was the first time I ever made a video with my voice, so I was very awkward. It's actually on my channel. It's called, like, I think it was called Custom Weapon Server 1, or I don't remember these being added, or Custom, I think it was Custom New Weapon. Anyways, no, okay. So I made this video in 2014, and I sounded naturally very awkward. My voice sounded lower because I wanted it to sound lower, so I basically, I talked like this into the microphone. I wanted to be really cool and collected. It didn't really work out. Okay, it worked out because I did sound like I was bored out of my mind. That's what I did. That was the first ever voice thing I ever made, and it didn't really take off. It never went past like 500 views, but I was happy with it because I put a lot of editing into it. I put jump cuts, I put text on the screen. I think I even had a pop-up once or twice, and it was really cool. I was really impressed with myself, and I was happy with it. For whatever reason, I decided I wasn't going to keep making those kind of videos, even though I was really happy with the final product of that one. And a couple months later, about early 2015, I think it was about April, I was, by this point I started going on RTF2, r/TF2, the subreddit, and this guy called Stapler uploaded this video where it was called Spy Roger Spy, I think, and he was basically to describe it as how I think it was a bad player pretending to be good.
Bam!
And I thought, well, what if someone who's good pretended to be bad? So I made my own spy video called, like, I'm ready for platinum. And I posted that to RTF2 because that's what he did. He got it on the front page. And it got really good reception. People were like, hey, you're pretty funny. You had some nice jokes. And I was like, wow, cool. So by this point, if you've been with me for a while, you know what's happened. I started making more videos because I really liked the reception I got from putting it on RTF2. So that video got like 1,000 views maybe. So I made my next one, which was just one mocking. What was it? What class was I mocking? Okay, it was like, so you want a main spy or something. And I was like, to main spy, you should, and then it jump cut, and it was like, never main spy, it's a terrible class. That got decent reception too, and then I just kept making videos. I was like, okay, so I have talked on camera, and people have shown me that they're okay with it. So that was basically when I started actually getting into video making. I started making stuff with my UGC team, which I got later picked up for. I became very good friends with Voltroid, Tyke, the whole crew, Venom, Morgan, all the people that have been with me through videos. There's a lot more, but I'm not going to talk about them because I just died in my run. This is the end of the Nuclear Throne run. This is the farthest I've ever gotten, so I'm happy with it. That's pretty much everything I need to talk about because after that point, you know what's happened. If you go through my videos, you'll see like I started uploading since then. And ever since then, I've just been improving. Now, here I am, nearly 100,000 subs on my main channel. Maybe I could do it for a living one day. I'm trying to, and it's offering a good chance of it, but I'm going to have to work definitely harder if I want to get to that point. I'm pretty grateful for what I've gotten so far, though. If you're an upcoming channel and you're trying to, get to that point, what I would recommend you to do is just not be very critical of yourself, but don't make stuff that you can't watch yourself and enjoy. Because if you make stuff that's just like Minecraft playthrough, Team Fortress 2 Dust Bowl gameplay, if you're happy with that, then keep doing it. And if you're growing an audience, good for you. But if you're just making it because that's what people do and you think it'll work, it's probably not going to work because you're not putting your heart into that. It's got to be something you're proud of making. That's all I really have to say. Basically, just be unique. Being unique is what gets you off the ground. If you make something that people like, they will come back to see what you make next. and you just have to keep following up with something decent. After a certain point, people will know you and they'll like you no matter what you make because they like your personality. It's nice. I guess I'm at that point. That's everything I need to talk about. I hope you've learned a bit about me and my history on YouTube. I'm a human being. I'm just a person like you. You're a person like me. That's everything I gotta say here, so I think I'm gonna wrap it up. Bye bye. See you next time. It feels weird doing an outro. I usually don't talk like that. Bye. Bye bye.